Hello guys, welcome to another video by Nocode Africa. In this particular video, I'm going to just be walking you through one of my best applications built without writing a single line of code using FlutterFlow. So sometime last year, I embarked on building this very complex application, using FlutterFlow. It's a food delivery mobile application, and the UiUx design is made available for free on the Figma community. You can check the link under this, the description under this video, for the link to download or to use this Figma design, because it was made available for free, and all credit goes to the designer. All right, so the cool stuff about this application is that it's actually very complex and super exciting. I did create a particular tutorial that will teach you how to do this, but it did not cover most of the features in this application. So last week I just decided to use some of my spare time to develop this particular application. So it basically has like two sides, the one for the customer, that's the user interface, and it also has another part for the chef. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through how this was built using FlutterFlow. Not exactly how it was built, but just demoing the different features of the application, so that you can see how possible it is to build a complex application using FlutterFlow without writing codes. And for those who actually want to use this application to run a business like immediately, because the application is ready to use, you can check the description under this video to buy the ready to use template from Patreon, from Seller, or send a message to me directly on LinkedIn or Instagram. Okay, so let's go straight to it. We have like 16 minutes for the debugged session to run, so we're going to try to see how we can use the application within this time frame. So this is it. This is how the application looks like. Let me just go ahead and do an instant reload real quick, so you can see how it unfolds right from its splash screen. All right, it's a really beautiful application, and I want you to see every single aspect of it. All right, meanwhile, if at all you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because this is a place where you get to learn how to build apps without coding, how to really do amazing stuff without having to need the skill of coding. All right, so this is how the application looks like when it loads at the beginning. All right, so this is it. What I'm just gonna do, you can actually get to like swipe these, and I think my network is not aligned, the images load really fast. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click on next, and here you get to fill in your details. So I'm gonna put in my email. All right, so I'm gonna just use one of my emails. Let's just go with these. Let me go with that, and this is a place for my name, so I'm just gonna put it here, and my name is gonna be David. Let's just put my full name. No, let's just go with my first and last name, and I'm gonna just go ahead and put in my random password and repeat the same random password, and I'll click on next. Now, and after clicking on next, so the idea is we have our application, like the storage of our application here hosted on Firebase, right? So this is where we're doing our authentication. So if you click here, you get to see where we are doing our authentication, the Firebase database, the storage, and everything you need in the application. So now I'm logged in, and I see this beautiful offer. I can just turn it off and say got it. So my debug mode is trying to load everything. So this is it. I can click here to check my settings. It shows here that I'm David O'Rourke and I'm a buyer. I'm not going to start with the profile of a buyer, but let's just go ahead and edit my profile first real quick. I don't have a phone number here, so I'm just going to try to upload a new image first. So I'm going to try to find a new image in my Mac. David O'Rourke. I'm going to try to upload a photo of myself. This is it. And after a few seconds, it loads up, and I have it here. So I'll just click on save changes, and now I have it here. So I can easily click here to edit my profile. I can add my bio. I like food a lot, something like that. Then I can add my phone number, 81065 . That's not my number anyways. I just reduce it like this. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click on save, and now my profile is updated. So profile updated successfully. I can go back to the dashboard. This is it. So here I see the list of food, and then here it's like a restaurant, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is, I don't have any item in my cart, and I have a couple of items here that I want to, like, I could actually purchase, but I'm going to create a new one using the seller dashboard. All right, this is the buyer's dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new account. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and log out of this and quickly create a new account. So here I'm just going to sign in and say let's just say Sarah Joe, and here I'm just gonna say I'm gonna use a random email at gmail.com, and I'll put my random password, retype the same random password, and click on next. So let's remember, Sarah is like the chef. Okay, Sarah at gmail.com. Okay, so now we have this. I'm going to close this. Now it still brings me here. So what basically happens is that I will go to my users, and I'm just going to change for Sarah. I'm just going to come here. This is like the admin panels, the CMS for FlutterFlow. So I'm going to come here and change the role. The role is going to be seller. So it was buyer before, so now it's seller. So I'm going to go ahead. I've changed it because I need it when I'm logging out. So I'm going to come here and just log out, and then I'll try to log in again. Now it's supposed to take me to the next page, but for some reason it doesn't load up. So I'm gonna just do an instant reload real quick, and it's gonna take me to the page I want, and then I will log in and create I'm gonna create two recipes, like two food items. So here it loads up and it takes me here. Next, I'm gonna just log in this time. I'm gonna say Sarah at gmail.com, and I'm gonna put in my password. All right, so I'm just gonna click on next. Now it's gonna take me to the seller's dashboard, and here you go. So we have the seller's dashboard. It's just like this. It's empty. So I can come here. I can go to personal info. I can upload a random picture here, but right now I don't really need to do that. Really, we can leave this one for now. Let me just go back. Let's come back here. So what we really need to do is we need to like click on this to add a new food item. So I'm going to add here, and I have like a very nice burger. So it's called Insanity Burger. Let me just copy this. Insanity Burger. It's really cool name for the food for a food item right now. So Insanity Burger. So I'm going to copy this particular description, and I'm gonna bring it here. So I can, let me just paste it here for where we have the details. Restaurant name, let's check here. This is from Jamie Oliver's. So Jamie Oliver. Let's just say Jamie Oliver. So we can be using this, Jamie Oliver. So I can say save changes, but no, we're not done. So it's gonna be like pickup. Okay, let's say delivery. Let's upload a picture of the burger. So I'm just gonna look for a burger. So burger, yeah, really yummy. So then I can put a price, $1.99, and what are inside this burger. So I can actually select this. Right, this is like salt is there and chicken is there. If I want to remove this one, I can just double tap, and then there's onion, right? Okay, so maybe just let's leave these two items alone. So then I can, select this one and select apple as well. Okay, so these are like the ingredients in the, let's just I'm just choosing randomly just to show you the functionality. Okay, so after this we can just go ahead and say save changes. I think that's all. Yeah, save changes, and now we've created one. So let's go ahead and do another one. Let's try to get another one. This is another one. This is clubhouse sandwich. So I'm just gonna create another one here, clubhouse sandwich, and I can come here and search for sandwich, and this is sandwich. And let me come here and get a description. So something like this, and talking. So I'm getting that as my description. I will say delivery as well. This is going to be $6.79, and I'm gonna just put this up and put this up as well, and put this up and put this up as well. Okay, maybe I'll remove this, double tap and remove. Then here is gonna be Jamie Oliver. Then this is the detail, and I'm gonna say save changes. All right, so I can now go back. I've added those items to my restaurant. Okay, so these are like the items I have now. So I have these 2 items. So now that I've done this, I can go ahead and just like log out. I can log out from here. Then I will go to my account, which is going to be Rocky Scope. No, I'm not signing in. I'm gonna log in. Rocky Scope at gmail.com, and I'm gonna just put in my details. Okay, so now I'm trying to log in into the customer's account. I just logged into the customer's account. Now I've seen the Clubhouse sandwich, the Burger Bistro, Mac, fried rice, vegetarian pizza, Insanity Burger. So I'm just gonna try to buy this Insanity Burger. I'm gonna click on it to buy it. Then I'm just gonna try to buy that. These are the ingredients, just like we picked actually. Then I'm gonna add this item to my cart. So I added like 3 of it to my cart. Add it to my cart. You see here it counts. Then I can come here to Clubhouse sandwich and just add it to my cart as well. And after adding these items, I can still, if at all I added too much and then I see the total is too much, I can decide to drop like 1 from here, or maybe just drop like 2 already and then just drop this 1 to this point. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and place an order. I can say this one cash or with Stripe or Visa. So, but in this case, I'm using Stripe. I'm gonna use the test payment for Stripe. So I'm gonna click to confirm. And I'm gonna see the pop-up from Stripe, and I'm going to try to make my payment. All right, this is me making my payment. All right, so I click to confirm my payment, and when my payment is completed, note this $1,077. Yeah, so that's it. My payment is successful. I can click to track my order, and now this is my order. So for me, this is my order. I can see I can click here to track my order. So the thing is this, I don't have the restaurant doesn't have a particular image. That's what it's supposed to show here. We didn't set all of that up, but it's already available in the application. So then I can just go ahead and like click to track my order. So this is it. Your order has been received. The restaurant has not prepared my food yet, and all of these. So I can actually call courier. Okay, actually they've not put in the details for the courier yet. So I can just close this and go back. All right, I can check my history for completed. Nothing is there. So now I can actually go back. Let's try to see how we can do something real quick. So if I want to see the items I bought, so I can click here to see the items that I bought. These are the items I bought, their total price and the quantity. So this was 2 and this one is 1. Really beautiful, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's just track order. Okay, so I think I should have added a part where you can just go back home directly. So now that I'm done with this, I'm gonna just do an instant reload. I will add that particular feature where the user can just go back directly to home without having to keep going back with the back button. Okay, so I just reloaded, did an instant reload there, and it brings me back to my home. And there's one thing that we didn't do, which I would like us to like quickly do it. So this is a Clubhouse sandwich, right? I don't know how it looks like. So I don't know how the company looks like, but let's say for instance they're using this as their image. So I can come here to the inventory. All right, so I'm gonna look for Insanity Burger, and I'm going to put up I'm just gonna pick up this as their image. This is the image of the food, so assuming they are also using that image as their restaurant image. So I'm gonna click here and paste it, so that anytime we are buying something again, we will see an image. Okay, then the Clubhouse for this one as well. I'm just going to paste this. Okay, so now we have this. What we need to do, okay, we have 30 minutes before this particular debug session ends. What we're gonna do real quick is we're going to go ahead and switch to our seller dashboard. All right, so but before we switch, let me show you something really exciting. So I can come here to my orders and I can say track order. All right, and I can click here to send a message. So here I can just click up to chat with Sarah Joe, which is my vendor. Then I can just go ahead and click to send a message. Hi Sarah, kindly update the courier's detail. Let's just say details, something like that. So okay, then I just say okay. All right, so I don't have an image here, so it's not showing. So I'm gonna close this now, and I'm gonna go back. All right, I'm just gonna like close this and go back. So I'm gonna come over here to where we have I'm gonna just log out and log Sarah in so that Sarah can actually start tracking this order. So I'm gonna come here, log in, and say Sarah at gmail.com and put in my details. Okay, so I'm logging in Sarah now. Sarah is the restaurant owner, and here Sarah has one running order and request here. Now the next thing we need to do real quick is we need to go ahead and do what? So we're going to click here. This is where you get to manage the orders. So these are the running orders. So you can actually click here to chat with the customer. So I'm going to click here and say okay David, thanks for your order, then send. Please check, maybe just please check, maybe courier detail, something like that. So I'm gonna come back here, and this is the the running order. This is supposed to be the image of the restaurant. So the restaurant owner can click items to see the number of items that this particular customer paid, purchased. So the customer doesn't have a phone number. They did not update their phone number, so nothing is here. So we can click here to update the status. So courier name, I'm just gonna say Etisang. Oh yeah, Etisang Okon, something like that, and then put a random number there. And courier's image, I don't know what I'm gonna upload here. So Albert Einstein's photo. Can I get this? Okay, so well, lucky for us we have this photo, so I'm uploading that. And so this is the courier's image. So I'm gonna choose the status of the order. So let's say it's prepared and it's delivered. Like if you can remember how it was before, nothing was showing, so delivery. So I can just come over here and update the order. All right, update the order. Okay, so now the customer is gonna see the order details. So I'm just going to go ahead and just close this, and I'm going to log out as well. Just come here and log out and wait for a couple of seconds. I think our debug session has ended, so I'm just gonna quickly run like a new debug session, and then from there we will run our application all over again. Okay, so we have a new debug session, so we're just gonna continue with our demo. I'm gonna go ahead and here I want to just quickly log into the customer's account. That's Orakiscope at gmail.com, and I'm just going to quickly put this in straight up. And here I'm gonna close this. So now what we have is there are no orders here. We can just go ahead and let's come here and go to orders. All right, so here orders, we can see this, so we can click and track order. So now we're gonna see like your item has been received, the restaurant has prepared your food, your order has been picked because the restaurant updated it. All right, so now there's only one thing that is left about order has arrived, and this one is the one that the customer can actually update on their own. So now the the courier's details updated, and I can just go ahead and then click here to check the messages. So okay, so Sarah said please check, you know. So this is really good. The next thing we need to do real quick, just to demo the complete thing, you can still check out your number of items and all of that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, and what else do I do here? So we have demoed you know, checking a couple of things like the orders. I can easily just come here. Actually, we can do that from the application itself, but let me just show you something here. If I come over to here on the orders and I click on track order, so you see here the order has been picked up because we had already checked that, but I don't want to like log out the user and check that, but I can easily do that in the CMS here in FlutterFlow. I can go to orders and I can go to I think it was maybe this one, I don't know, let's check. Jamie Oliver, this one should be this one. So I'm gonna click on this and I'm going to go to, okay, this is prepared, picked up for the at delivery point, all right, and then maybe delivered. All right, so I'm just going to, okay, no, delivered. Okay, let's leave it like this. Update document, and then I can come back here. So now, oh, this is I shouldn't have marked that one myself. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Order has arrived, order is completed from the merchant side. From the merchant side, the order has completed, but has the customer received it? Okay, let's say the customer has received the order finally, right? This is the customer, so you can just go ahead and click as mark as completed. So now everything is really marked as completed. You just have this now, so you can click this twice. You can unmark it as completed. So this is it, the complete session of the tracking. So I'm just gonna close this, and we have finished that particular side. And what I need to do real quick is I want us to check out these particular things. So the idea is, let's say you want, let me just order something real quick, like something really, just one item real quick, and then I didn't put the location at first. So let me come here, and I'm gonna pick this clubhouse sandwich. I'm gonna buy 3 copies of it, add it there, and now I can come here and like pay for it. So this is my address, so I'm just gonna say, maybe this is not my address actually, so but this is the address of our office, yeah, in Nigeria. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let me just use a random location. So let's say Innopolis, our city, something like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say place order, and I'm gonna place order and just choose Stripe. I'm gonna pay to confirm. I'm trying to buy something else, same customer, so I just want you to see the difference, right? So I'm gonna click this and just add up and pay. So now I'm basically trying to buy something else. So let's go ahead and just see how it is. I'm gonna track order, and here I have 2 items. So this is the very first one. You see, I finally added the picture of the restaurant, so now it shows me something. This is the very first one. We click to track order, you see that everything is complete here. So for this one, if you try to track order, you see that it's basically starting from scratch. All right, so no courier details, no messages, you know, everything is just there. Okay, this is a bug. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and okay, this is not a bug, this is from my previous order. Yeah, so it's totally correct, and it's from the same merchant. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. I needed to just like show you that, and now we have one completed order because it was marked as completed. So you can also track the item, you can see view items and all of that. All right, so I'm just gonna do an instant reload. Let's go back to the main application, and then we can just check out maybe the search functionality and the filtering process, and then that will be the end of our demo session. I hope that you enjoyed, you know, seeing the demo of this application and see how powerful FlutterFlow is when, you know, when it's being used to build a mobile application without writing code. So you can actually implement anything with FlutterFlow. So I'm gonna close that, and what I'm gonna do next is Okay, so I still can select this because if I come here to my address, I need to add an address. So like here I can say maybe 33 Iqbal Road, you know, Iqbal Road 5202771. Just leave this alone. Maybe I'll label it as no work. Yeah, then just put it up here. So this didn't come out very well. Okay, so I've added this. So if I go back to my home page, I can now see this location, so I can always like select it. So now let me search for something. I want to search for sandwich. So sandwich, and I see my sandwich here, so I can click this. I can see that this is my recent keyword now. I can click this to see the food item. I can of course add it to increase it and add it to my cart. Perfectly done. And I can also like click on this to see other ones if at all like I have other things. So I can click here and say maybe burger. I can filter to check for other things. I can check for fried rice. So when you select it, it also shows you a restaurant that has that food. So if I come here and say burger, it shows me the burger and shows me the restaurant that owns it. All right, so I can basically click here to check the restaurant, and they have a burger, they don't have a sandwich, they don't have a pizza, and that's it. So and they just do only pickup. Okay, so this is me just showing you the full demo of the application, and I hope that you really liked to see this demo. I can clear my recent keywords and I can just go back. All right, I hope that you enjoyed seeing this demo. If at all you're interested in purchasing this particular application and then using it to run your business, just check the description under this video and you will see the link to purchase this application, and it is fully ready to use. If you want some tweaks, it can also be done for you, like the colors, the names, and a couple of things that you want. All right guys, remember to subscribe to the channel, and eventually I will be creating some tutorials to explain how most parts of this application was developed within FlutterFlow, just for your learning, okay. All right, see you in the next video. Bye for now.